good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you're watching me from. I'm blessed, I'm doing good. I'm now here, the home is finished. My kids too, they're doing fine. Home imeisha. So we are happy, we are grateful. That's why on Saturday we couldn't do a video on the weekend because we were very sick. Actually Saturday we were in bed the whole day. Can you imagine? The kids too, it was bad, but now we are doing fine. We give God the glory. So how have you guys been doing? For the new subscribers, welcome to Mama K Boys family. Here is where we talk about single parenting, you know, our normal daily life, children, because that's the most important thing, because that is our generation for tomorrow. When I moved into this country, and God bless you, my auntie, there is one advice that my auntie gave me, and that's what has kept me moving, and that's what has kept me here I am, and that's what has kept me to be a mom, you know, a full-time mom to my kids. She told me, in this country, you cannot do both as a single mom. You cannot do partying, which is like going out with the girls every weekend, going out for dinners, you know, going out for party, because I'm young, and take care of your kids. You know, you have to lose one, you have to choose one, because you can't do both and you're working at the same time. Otherwise, if you choose to party, you're gonna lose your kids, because you're gonna be coming from home, the free time that you have, the free hour that you have, you're gonna choose to go out. So what happened the time you have chose to go out, you are an absent mom to your kids, and these kids don't have a father, you know. So you have to sacrifice what you want in this country. And I sat down and I said, you know what, these kids did not write me any letter to ask me to give birth to them. I decided to be a mother, and I'm not going to be a mother for the rest of my life. And I sacrificed my life for my children, you know. What do I mean by that? Sacrificing my life for my children, like I dedicated my life 100%, without no guilt, without blaming myself, without envying. When I see people partying, when people going out, that one I put it off and I shut it down in my life. And I decided to focus on my kids and work. And guys, God has been faithful to me. And I'm not the best mom, but I'm doing 95%. So I make sure, like, because my children don't see me mostly in the mornings, because I do overnight, 11 to 9. But I make sure when my kids come home, they find me home. I cook food for my children, and I cook fresh food for my kids every day. The people who are watching me in diaspora, they know cooking fresh food, it's not easy in this country. But I cook fresh food for my kids every day, every day. I have a choice to buy them pizza, buy them McDonald's, and I go to work, I go make extra money. But I choose to be with my kids for that 3 hours in the afternoon, for me to do homework with my kids, for me to know how my kids have been, and to catch up with my children. Because if I don't do that, my kids are gonna be all alone. They're gonna bring up themselves up, you know. And when my kids start going through some changes in their life, some difficulty in their life, maybe some bullying in school, you know, maybe some challenges, I'm not going to be able to see, because I'm an absent mom who is not by choice, but I'm working to catch up with these bills. But let me tell you, you will never have enough money, you know. You just have to put your bills together, you know. I know how much you pay, and you know how much you're supposed to pay in a month, and you just plan your life, you know. This money will never be enough. We found our parents searching for money. Until today, our parents are still searching for money. They still don't have enough money. So my whole point is, when you enter into parenthood, just know that's a new stage that you have entered in life, you know. You are a parent, you are a mother, you're a dad, and it's just for a very short time. And these kids are gonna grow, and you're gonna be left all there by yourself. So what I'm saying, parents, please try to be involved in your kids' life, you know, especially when they're growing up. Make sure that child, today I'm sure, like, let me just, for the people who are watching me, like, when was the last time you gave your child a shower? Like a child who is 4 years old, 3 years old, 2 years old, 1 year old. When was the last time you gave that child a shower? Or even 6 months? When was the last time you gave that child a shower? When was the last time you prepared a meal for that child? Ate together with that child, talking with that child, and your phone is away. As young mothers nowadays, you're with your kids, you're cooking, you're on Instagram, you know, you're on Facebook, you're on Twitter, eh? You want to see what is trending, You want to see what is latest. You don't even have time to spend with these kids. You don't even socialize. You don't even have a conversation with your children, because you have made this gadget to be everything, you know, and that is what is messing our today's world. Let me tell you guys, in my house, and I would like some people to learn that from me, because even me, I learned somewhere from my auntie. When it's time with kids, let it be time for your children. When it's time, when you are cooking, actually, where I learned, when you're cooking, be with your kids. You see, me, when I was growing up with my late grandmother, rest in peace, I miss you so much, and I thank God I learned this from you, because my mom was an absent mom. My mom was not in my life. My mom was busy working, and that's why I never had a relationship with my mom. I had a relationship with my grandmother, because my grandmother, she's the one who spent quality time with me, you know. When my grandmother was cooking, I was always in the kitchen with my grandmother. Me and my cousin and my uncle, who is my grandmother's last one, we were always in the kitchen together. My grandmother would cook. She would tell you, give me this, then all of you are talking. I'm doing my homework, and after I finish my homework, I come to the kitchen. All of us used to stay in the kitchen. There's no way you'll stay in the living room, Mama, you'll be in the bedroom, we'll be away from each other. No. And that really helped us to bond a lot, you know. Then once the food is ready, we will all eat as a family. We will pray and we will eat. And I carried that with me to my children. When I'm cooking, even my kids know. They put their gadgets away. They all come in the kitchen. We cook together. When we'll take the trash out, or Miguel, when we'll sweep, or Tyrone will sweep, we share. I don't wash dishes nowadays. Wayne or Miguel will wash the dishes. So my work is just only to cook, because they're little. But when he's learning how to cook, actually he makes very nice chicken. But you see, all of us, we are participating in the kitchen. We are talking, and I'll be able to see if one of my son is sad. You know, even the boys will look at each other, and they can tell this one is not okay today. This one is not okay. And as we are having conversation, you find out they open by mistake, and they say something that maybe they wanted to keep it to themselves. They didn't want to share it with me. Then we start talking about it, and I love that so much. You know, and my kids all the time, they hug me and they tell me, Mommy, once we start working, Mommy, you're not going to work. You know, we're going to take care of you. You're going to be a queen. You know, and I love that relationship. But can you imagine if I'm cooking and my kids, they're watching TV, the other one is in the bedroom, the other one is with the gadgets, the other one is on PlayStation, maybe he's playing with a kid in Kenya, another one playing with a child in China, another one in Bangkok, and me, I'm in social media, I'm in Kenya. So we are all in different continents. You know, the bodies is there, but our minds, they're not together. That is dangerous, guys. Like, as young mothers, please, let's change. Let's focus on these kids. You know, let's focus on our kids, because this is our future. If anything turns out on your child, the thing that you're watching, the thing that you're doing, it's going to lose meaning in your life. All this is vanity. You're going to hate it. You're going to enter into depression. And you're not going to see the meaning of this life. You know? So let's love our children. Let's accept motherhood. completely, 100%. If it's partying, just know you cannot be partying every weekend. There's a limit. There's no way you can be a mother and every Friday, all the clubs, they know you. Friday clubs, they know you. Monday clubs, they know you. Sunday clubs, know you. Seriously, whose mother are you? Who have you left these children to? To the house girl? Did you give birth to the house girls? You know, even this house girl, they're going through challenges with their children. But you know why? God protects their children, because God knows these house managers, these house girls, they are hustling for their children, for the children to survive. They know these people, they are working, they're not partying. And that's why you find these kids, they turn out to be blessed. Our children, what God sees is just, you know, we're just taking advantage. You know, that's why you see not all successful people live a successful life. You're very successful, you're very celebrated, but your children, they turn out to use drugs. Why? Because we missed in our children's life. When these kids grow, we don't have relationship with these kids. Why? Because we chose to other things. We chose to run for money. We chose clubbing. We chose alcohol. We chose dating. You know, and this one I'm talking for single moms. You know, there's a time you can look at this relationship and you're gonna be like, this relationship is not healthy. This relationship is not taking me anywhere. This man is just dragging me down. This man is just taking me away from my children. What am I gaining from that? It's just selfishness. I'm just thinking about myself. You know, this man wanna take me out for dinner on Friday. Friday is the day that I spend time with my children. You know, then you start spending time with that guy one Friday, then it becomes the other Friday, then it becomes another Friday, then it goes to sleepovers, then now it becomes Saturday, then it becomes Saturday night, then now you see, you become distance from your children. You see, the things that your kids were used to doing, the kids are not seeing you anymore. The kids start becoming bitter, you know, because when they talk to other kids, the kids tell them, oh, I'm here with my mom. You know, we are watching a movie with my mom. And this kid has not seen you. What happens to these kids? They start hating themselves. You know, they start asking, where did we go wrong? Our dad is absent. Our mom has started to drink. Our mom has started dating. Mom has forgotten about us. You know? So guys, as a mother, I know it's hard. It's not easy. Especially as young mothers, it's not easy. You want to be loved, you know, you want to be somewhere that you feel, you know, you feel the love, you know, you want to be with this person, you want this person to hold your hand. But let me tell you guys, there's time for everything. You know, we have these beautiful children that we have to put our focus on. You know, like now, if you ask me, like, you want to take me for dinner, you know, I don't have time. Like, I was even just laughing another day. I'm like, even my friend, she's mad at me. She's ashamed, and I know she's gonna watch this. On Friday, she wanted us to go out for a drink, but that day I had done 18 hours shift. I was super tired. But you see, my life and hers is different. Me, I'm a single mom, so it's my check that pays the bill. I don't have an extra check that's gonna come and knock on my door. I don't have somebody who's gonna come and give me money to pay my bills. It's me. So if I don't work, I don't have money to pay my bills. If I don't work, I cannot take my kids for vacation. And I want my kids to live a happy life. I want my kids to live and I don't want my kids to feel a difference that they don't have a father, you see. So I have to work extra. So that day I told my friend Aki, by the way, this one I really tried that. Aki, I go home at 5 and I was going for overnight, mind you. Aki, nikajaribu. I tried, I took shower. Then I tried to dress up. I said, you know what, I can't, I'm tired. I need to sleep, you know. And I called and I told her I can't. She got mad at me, of course. But you see, those are the choices that you make. Because I looked at myself, I'm like, I really can't, I'm tired, you know, and I'm going to work at night. And I had a choice of calling out. But if I call out, who's gonna pay my bills? You know, who's gonna take care of these kids? You know, who's gonna bring me a check on the door? So that's why I tell people there's a difference between co-parenting and single parenting, and I'm gonna do a video about that. Because if I'm doing co-parenting, you know, I have a weekend off for myself. The kids will go to their father. But if you're doing single parenting, yani it's you 360 days in a year, there's 365 days in a year. It's you with these kids. You don't have a break. You know, it's not easy. There's nothing hard in this world as being a single mom. But let me tell you guys, the kids of single mom, they turn out to be the best, and they turn out to be successful. You know why? Because we are scared of shame. And you know why? Because God got us. God is the father to our children. You know, we work extra. If you find a real single mom who is working, she doesn't have time for herself. She doesn't have extra time. If she gives you time, you really mean a lot to her. Like me, if I give you my time, you really mean a lot to me. So, hapa kwa watoto, what I was trying to say, guys, I'm a social media person. I post. I'm very active. Actually, I'm active in posting more than reading people's posts. But when I'm in my house, and my kids can even tell you, you will never find me on social media. You'll never find me talking to my friends on the phone. When I'm in the house, and actually I'm in the house less hours, like 7 hours or 6 hours. When I'm in the house is my time with my kids. Actually, my phone is always on silent. Because there's no emergency that is going to happen and the school, they start looking for me. So when I'm in the house, my phone is on silent. Because that's the time I spend time with my kids and I rest. But you will never find me that my kid is calling me, ama my kid has not eaten the whole day because I'm on social media. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. Nope. Those are the things I'm going to do when I'm at work. So you guys know the boundaries, you know. Let's stop these gadgets to control us until we start losing our kids, you know. And then the funny thing, like now my kids are back to school. By 8 p.m. my kids are asleep. So from 8, I'm all free. So there I can go on my social media, I can go on my Facebook, I can go on YouTube, I can do everything. But you see, I've given my children quality time. You know, I've been in my kids' life, I've talked to them. You know, we have taken the school clothes, we have arranged, we have packed the snacks. So like me here, what we do, like when it's day for school, like today's Tuesday, so when they come home, for Junior, we prepare his clothes for the whole week, and Tyrone. So when they come, we'll pack his clothes for tomorrow. When we'll pack his clothes for tomorrow, then we pack snack for Junior and Tyrone, then we put it in the fridge. And we do it together and they see. So in the morning, it's just to dress up, to take the snack and to go. Then we sit down, we do homework, we talk. They eat dinner, we talk, you know. We do devotion and kids go to bed. Because I believe for a happy child, a mother has to be involved. You know, you have to be involved in your kids' life. That one, there's no shortcut about it. You have to be involved in your kids' life. There's no way you're going to let these kids raise themselves up and you call yourself a mother. No. There's no way you're going to let these kids be raised by the nannies. Huh? Or the house managers. No. Then you're not playing your duty. You know, you're not doing right. You know? You even find your child, maybe your child even have a scar. The child was abused by the house manager, but you don't know because you don't give this child shower. You even stay for months. You don't have conversation with your child. When you come home, your child is sleeping. When the child goes to school, you are sleeping. You cannot wake up. You know, you cannot see your child when you're sleeping. That's one of the crazy things that I cannot do. There's no way I cannot see my kids in the evening and I miss to see my children in the morning. That one is a no. You know, I even enjoy doing things with my kids. There's nothing that gives me satisfaction when I'm preparing my kids, or when I'm cooking for my kids, or when we're talking with my kids, or when we're folding clothes with my kids. You know, I feel blessed. You know, and I thank God for the men that I'm bringing up, you know. So guys, please, with what is going on around with our kids, let's protect our kids in all directions that we can. You know, let's pray for our kids. Let's pray for these kids. Let's do our part and we leave the rest to God, you know. Then God is the one who's going to decide the outcome of these kids. We cannot decide the outcome of these kids. We do not have the power. It's only God who has the power for the outcome of our children. Okay, guys? It's only God who has the outcome of our children. And the last thing, guys, teach your children about God. Teach your children to pray. We are living in a very evil world right now. And the Bible says, teach your children about the Lord, and when they grow up, they will not depart from it. You know, please guys, teach your children to pray. Take your children to church. Teach your children the right thing, you know, and your children will be safe in this world. Okay, I love you so much. Be blessed. Please remember to subscribe if you have not subscribed. Share, like, comment, ask me anything, and tell me another video that you want me to do. And guys, I love you so much, and stay blessed. Okay, bye bye.